Wings are broken, and yet you keep on flying. And every time I talk to you, you never recognize it. You're holding on to your past, yet you keep denying. You try to mask your hurt and all the junk that you're trying. Yet I'll be lying, if I said it's all okay. You miss the church, man. It's getting worse today. It's obvious that
What's up, everybody? It's your boy KJ-52. Now, I was not born KJ-52. No, that would be a very odd name to be born with. I was actually born Jonah Kirsten Carlin Sorrentino, and this is the result when you have two hippie parents that meet each other at art college in Brooklyn, New York City. Now, my mom said that Brooklyn was too dirty. Shout out to Brooklyn. I'm not trying to diss your area. She just said it was too dirty of a hospital for me to be born in. So instead of being born in Bed-Stuy, do or die, I was born down here in the MIA, the 305. I don't know what I'm talking about, Miami, South Florida. The moment I was born, they recorded it. And I always thought how unique that was, but my dad would always bring that back to it. And he said, you know, you were born on the microphone. You were born to speak. He said, we got your first words screaming coming into this world. And he always said that that was because I had a voice. I had something to say. The Bible actually says that before you were born, I knew you. And I can't help but think about how the fact that God knew me before I was even here. And one of the funniest stories that I ever heard about that was the fact that when I was born, my parents could not come up with a name. Now, they had names they had on tap, they were ready to rock, but then they couldn't agree on it. And so, being incredibly wonderful hippies, they said, we'll just figure it out later. And they thought, as they come here, as when I'm saying here, this is the actual street where my grandma lived, where first place I came. And they couldn't come up with a name. They said, we'll figure it out later. Well, the doctor said, you can't do that. You can't take the kid out without a name. You can't be baby X. Not gonna work. They looked at the doctor and said, well, what's a name you haven't heard in a long time? And he said, Jonah. He said, Jonah's a name I haven't heard in a long time. And just at that moment, something about that clicked with them. Something about that made sense to them. And growing up, I hated the name. I couldn't stand the name. I was always called, you know, Jonah Bologna, blah, 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 Noah, Jason, Joshua, Joanna, rah, rah, rah. I hated the name so much that when I hit my teenage adolescent years, I wanted to actually change it. But in hindsight, looking back with God's hand on my life, even before I even knew who he was, I didn't cry out to God till I was 15. Looking back, I realized is that my life was just like the biblical Jonah. I ran from God. I ran for as long as I could until I finally decided, you know what? God has something for me to say. And when I finally yielded and surrendered and I said, God, take my life, take who I am, take these broken pieces and do something with it, that's when God put his voice in my life and through my life and to speak. Just like that moment when I was born where I cried and they recorded it. I was born to be on the microphone. God handed me the mic and said, here, go talk about me. The irony was this Amish couple stopped my mom and dad and they said, you hear that, kid? And I was apparently screaming in the back because I didn't like to be stopped in the car. As you can tell, I'm always blah, blah, blah. I'm Italian. We cut off our hands. We don't know what to say. But anyway, I was always loving to be in motion, apparently, as an infant. And one moment we stopped, I started screaming. The Amish couple looked at my parents and they said, you hear that voice? He's going to be a prophet someday.
That's right.
is.
Take your hand and you swing it around like a fish out the water, lay it on the ground. Just be careful, just when you swing it in. 1, 2, 3, nice and loud. All hands in the room for we drop the song. Hands stand in the room for we drop it.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Tweezy here. It is Friday night. It's freestyle time. I'm driving in a golf cart. Shout out to Lindsay. Why? Because this guy who's driving me said I had to shout out to his sister in order for him to drive me around. We've got John Shaper, Alamo Custom Leather off Facebook.com/5Tweezy. Don't litter. Lucas Lane with hockey off Facebook.com/KJ-52. Don't litter. It hurts us all. Jason Benowitz baseball with it off Twitter. And Tater Tot Casting Crowns off Instagram.com/5Tweezy. Don't litter. Littering is always bad. Here we go. And it goes a little something like this. You know I spit it out the park. Yo, we rolling in the golf cart right after dark. And you know the dude never stall. Shout out to Casting Crowns and Mark Hall. Yep. Now watch me as I blast them. It ain't mercy me, but I can't imagine. Watch me now blasting. Gonna rock your body. Lottie, Dottie. If we are the body of Christ, then you know what? We gotta just serve him every single day. So stop with the acting. I'm straight reacting. The dude in the back end straight got me laughing. I'm straight attacking like a man with a baseball. Knocking it out. Straight boom. Straight out the hall. Straight out the mall. Straight out the park. Yo, we rolling right here. I got a lot of heart to let my man on the golf cart push me now around. Why am I heading to your town? Well, you can boom it out the speaker. I gotta head to Alamo and get the custom leather. Ah, it's so nice. I just sink in. I was like just thinking it's so nice. It's like I'm swimming in leather. It's all up on my back. I think I'll just smile, watch my face crack, and watch you just get jacked like you was Wayne Gretzky rolling on the hockey puck. Go ahead, let me right up on the ice. Word up for serve Christ, and you can understand. Why don't you just check advice? Yes, I'm just a silly man rolling past a minivan. Hopefully in the water now we don't land, and I'ma slam it straight to the pavement. I was sold straight like a slave ship, but Jesus came on in, and now I'm free now once again, straight free from the sin, born again. Yep, and it's the mic I keep flipping. We're on a golf cart and the dude ain't tripping. Now I'm just gonna enjoy the sounds of nature. So, hi squirrel.
Hi squirrel.
Hi rabbit.
Oh, it's not a beaver? It's not a beaver.